The truth occurs. The truth occurs.
Hi everyone. Well, as I've mentioned in previous vlogs, I'm not so into aliens, but now and then I come across something that I think is important. FBI memo says Roswell's saucers were real. The FBI have recently released a whole bunch of memos which kind of say that, the whole thing with the aliens was real. One memo to the director is from someone called Guy Hottel, a special agent in charge of Washington Field Office in 1950. And this guy says that indeed there was a little flying saucer that crashed in Roswell, and that there were 3 little alien guys in there who were about 3 feet tall, and they were bandaged in some black stuff, bandaged in a manner similar to the blackout suits used by speed flyers and test pilots. What happened back then was there was this crash, and at first the government basically said that they got a flying saucer, but then 24 hours later they changed their story and said it was just a weather balloon. However, in the memos it says that the disc and balloon were being transported to Wright Airfield for further inspection. So if it was a weather balloon, why would they have to transport it anywhere for further inspection? And they'd just be like, dude, it's a weather balloon. The memo says that the saucer and the aliens, that was all real, and that the government covered it up. So I don't know why, but the FBI has decided to make a lot of these memos public in a new website that they call The Vault. And here's that memo from Guy Hottel talking about what happened at Roswell. The FBI has decided to make all this information public, including a lot of interesting documents, such as stuff on cattle mutilation, which you'd think would be right up there with the chupacabras, but I guess the FBI is taking it seriously enough to actually collect all these memos and archive them in the vault. So if you go to the vault and you go under UFOs, you do a search, and you go into part 1 of 16, you get this document, a PDF file, and if you go on page 22, you'll see this memo. Now this is a different memo. This isn't the one from Guy Hottel. The writer of the memo says, the present writer has several university degrees and was formerly a university department head, just to, I guess, give himself some credentials and credibility. And here are some things that he says regarding flying saucers. Part of the discs carry crews, others are under a remote control. Their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling this plane. These visitors are human-like but much larger in size. So I guess he's not talking about the Roswell ones because they were small. They are not excarnate Earth people but come from their own world. They do not come from any planet, as we use the word, but from an etheric planet which interpenetrates with our own and is not perceptible to us. So they're like kind of interdimensional. The bodies of the visitors and the craft also automatically, quote, materialize on entering the vibratory rate of our dense matter. The discs possess a type of radiant energy or a ray which will easily disintegrate any attacking ships. They re-enter the etheric plane at will and so simply disappear from our vision without a trace. Which is kind of interesting because when you see, supposed UFO videos, you'll see this thing hovering around and then just zipping off and disappearing. The region from which they come is not the astral plane but corresponds to the locus or talus. Students of esoteric matter will understand these terms. Well, I'm not a student of esoteric matter, so I don't understand those terms, but anyway. They probably cannot be reached by radio, but probably can be by radar if a signal system can be devised for that apparatus. So what he's saying here is that they're peaceful, they're interdimensional. Well, that kind of worries me a little bit. Interdimensional, isn't that what a lot of people have been saying all along, that the aliens are, that they're interdimensional, as in, maybe they're angels or maybe they're demons, and we don't really know what they are. They could be up to no good. It could be a plot of the Illuminati. I don't know what they're up to, but I just don't trust them, because they could be, demonic. And plus, look at this. This is from the Illuminati card game by Stephen Jackson, Church of Middle America, and there are the flying discs, and it says they'll never get it, even when the saucers are flying overhead. You're right, I don't get it. Are you saying that the aliens are real? Okay, I would believe that they probably are. Are they, benevolent? Is that what you're trying to say? Why would I trust a government that serves the devil if they told me that the aliens were benevolent? I mean, they're the same ones who tell you that flu shots are good for you. What does this have to do with the Church of Middle America? What are they saying? The aliens are God? Because that kind of begs the question, then who made the aliens? Well, the aliens have probably been around for a long time. I mean, the National Enquirer had been telling us that all along. The aliens gave Clinton the thumbs up, and they gave Bush Jr. the thumbs up, and also they gave Obama their approval, and apparently they've been picking every president since 1980. Also, a Sasquatch kept a lumberjack as a love slave. Okay, ignore that last one. They probably threw that in there just to confuse you, because probably a lot of what they say in the Enquirer is true, and then they just throw in that stuff about the Sasquatch to make it look like it's all crazy stuff. Of course, you never know, maybe the stuff about the Sasquatch is true too. And apparently it's not only the FBI who's into the aliens. JFK was also interested, and he demanded UFO files just prior to getting assassinated. Apparently he sent a letter to the CIA demanding information on UFO intelligence, and he wanted to share it with Moscow in order to expedite joint space exploration and UFO investigation amid the chill of the Cold War, according to this article. So is that what got him killed? So I guess at that time the presidents weren't in with the aliens, but then things seemed to change. The FBI has decided to make the vault and put all these documents in there about aliens and all this other weird stuff to make it available to the public. And I don't know exactly what to make of this. I mean, it does kind of, strengthen the case that there really are aliens, because why would the FBI be doing all this if it was just all a bunch of hokey? I mean, what, just to mess with our heads? I don't think so. But I really don't know what to think. I mean, are these aliens, like it says in the memo, you think that they could be benevolent? You think the lie is for us to think that they're evil? And that really they're going to come and they're going to help us with our problems? That's the truth, and the lie is that we should be scared of them? Or do you think that they're interdimensional, maybe demonic, and that this is like a big elaborate scheme to get us to think that the aliens are good? I really don't know what to think. Man, I don't know what I would do if the aliens showed up. Hopefully I won't have to make that decision for a while. Anyway, please let me know what you think about the FBI's vault and about the aliens. And, well, thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.